Hey team, so I wanted to make a quick video for you guys to try and get you some ideas on how to get started in this business. Whenever I do training calls, one-on-one training calls, I usually talk about these few things. So the first thing I want you guys to start doing is I want you to start a Frank's list. Frank's list stands for friends, relatives, acquaintances, kids connections, and significant others connections. So what that means is basically I want you to add everybody you've ever met or shook hands with ever in your life, or you met their friend whenever you were standing next to them and it was kind of awkward but you didn't introduce yourself. I want you to add all of those people to this list. I want you to shoot for getting 100 names on that list. And I know that sounds like a big number, but really, if you have 400 friends right now on Facebook, you can find 100 of them to put on your list. So the first 10 to 20 or so, I want you to just do off the top of your head, because those are going to be your closest people who are in your mind that you see most often. And those are the people that are most likely going to get you to silver. So I want you to make that list. Then next, I want you to start expanding your network. And I know that can be kind of scary, but in this business, we don't really care that much about what people think, right? Because they don't pay our bills. And so I want you to go back in your mind and think about everywhere you've been. I want you to think about like schools you've been to. I want you to think about churches you've been to. I want you to go add all of the people that from your past that you maybe have deleted before. I know when I first started, I had just a few hundred friends, and I wasn't friends with anybody from one of the high schools I went with because we were teenagers and teenagers are silly. But I thought to myself, okay, adults grow up and I can be all of these people's friends now, duh. So I went back and I added all of them, and you guys, they're a big chunk of my team, a huge chunk of my team. So I want you guys to be brave, and I want you to go add all of those people that you maybe even deleted before. And then I want you to go over to your husband's or your boyfriend's or your fiance's page, and I want you to start adding their friends, because you know what? Even if you don't know them, it's okay. If they recognize who you are, they're kind of gonna want to see what's going on your page because they're just curious. People are curious. They're nosy. Honestly, they just want to know what's going on. I know that I have a lot of ambassadors and a lot of customers from my husband's friends that I've never even met. They added me back because they're like, oh, that name is familiar. Oh, that's his wife. And so they accepted my friend request and they're like, what is Plexus? It works out perfectly. So that is the next thing I want you to do. I want you to add 100 friends, and I promise it's doable. It might be a little bit of a scary or intimidating number right now, but I promise you it's doable. The next thing I want you guys to do is make a list of 30 things that Plexus has helped you with. So I know that if you've only been taking this for like 4 days and you're like, all I see is energy and sleep, I promise you, you can dissect that a little bit deeper. So I want you to write down everything like energy. You just feel like lighter. Your clothes are fitting looser. There's no more brain fog. You're sleeping through the night. You're not waking up anymore. You're falling asleep as soon as your head hits the pillow. All of those things that you can think of. And then I want you to make little bullet points under them. And I want you to kind of ask yourself, okay, now that I have energy with Plexus, what can I do now that I couldn't do before? So if you get home and you aren't tired anymore, you're not just gonna go lounge on the couch anymore, that is an amazing Plexus post that people can relate to. If you get home and you clean your whole living room, or you do the dishes, or whatever you didn't want to do before and now it's like a piece of cake, that is a perfect Plexus post. I want you to take a picture of your sink empty and put on there, you guys, I got home from work and I had the energy to clean my whole kitchen. How amazing is that? Hashtag thank you Plexus, or couldn't do it without Plexus. Those posts are the posts that people are wanting to see because they are seeing that Plexus is working for y'all. It's not just you're not just posting about what the products can do, you're posting about what the products have done, and that is so huge for your posting. And I want you to make a list of 30 because I want this to be a guideline for you to be able to post daily, something that Plexus has done for you. It's kind of like baby steps to your testimony, which is going to be so much easier to put out there too once you've already started putting these little things that are so awesome that Plexus has done for you. So if you need any help kind of trying to figure out what those bullet points could be, you can totally message me or your upline and we'd be happy to help you. But I know even if you've been doing it for a week, we can come up with probably pretty close to 30 things. And then if it's not quite 30, throughout the time that you are posting these little things, you're going to feel new things that Plex is helping you with. So be mindful of that and start writing them down. And the last thing I want to talk about is, if you haven't heard of it yet, the Buffer app. We are all so busy. We all have the craziest, busiest lives. I know, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, your life is busy. It just is. Keeping up with the house is so crazy, and then you're an entrepreneur on top of that, right? And then, feeding your kids, that's so important. So I want you guys to download the Buffer app, and I want you to load it up with like a week's worth of posts. So what it does is you load up all of these posts and it posts for you on your Facebook. How awesome is that? It doesn't even have to just be Plexus posts. I want you guys to add an engaging post like all of those cute little like post your favorite GIF here. What's another one? Whenever you like add the two names together to make your unicorn name, stuff like that. That's just gonna get people engaged on your page, and that's gonna bump your posts up in their news feeds because you're gonna be more popular on their friends list, which is kind of funny, but it's how the Facebook algorithm works. And so that is your 4 things I want you to start doing. And then I want you to check in with me in a week and let me know how it's going, or in a few days if you need some help. Okay? Well, I'll talk to you guys soon, and I hope this video was helpful, and I hope it helps you get started.